How's it going, guys? Necromancer Noob. We got some news for Marvel Rivals. Dev Talk number 13 just dropped, which is talking about future seasonal hero adjustments and competitive ranked performance. We're going to go over everything, so make sure to like the video, subscribe, comment. It all helps out. Now, as you guys know, a Dev Talk is basically their way of saying, hey, we're listening, guys. Here's what we've heard. These are the things we're going to be changing, so stay tuned for that and look forward to that. As a lot of you guys know and are aware and are upset about, Season 2 has been a little rocky when it comes to the ranked grind, particularly when it comes to the individual performance. It doesn't work as well as people imagine it would work. As you know, the main factor of whether you gain or lose points now is based on individual performance, but individual performance on how you do on the scoreboard, which, as you know, a game like this, the scoreboard doesn't always matter. There's a lot of things behind the scene that they can't really take into consideration or that they haven't yet, which has led to some classes and certain heroes kind of getting the short end of the stick when it comes to rank play. A lot of support characters in particular. You may perform decent, you may perform well overall, but just because you didn't get a lot of those badges and specific stats on the board, final hits, stuff like that, even though that shouldn't matter as you being a strategist, you kind of get less points gained than something like a Vanguard who pops off with a lot of damage, final hits, along those lines, damage block. Pretty popular streamer, Flats, even talked about his recent issues with the season involving playing against opposing teams who are really just focusing him and him alone, even though his team gets the win and he's playing the role perfectly fine. Because the stats don't really show it, he's getting like 13 points on a win, which is, it sucks to see. And that's just a popular streamer talking about it. I know there are plenty of people in my friends list, plenty of people that I come across that have the same issues, probably even worse from time to time. So without further ado, let's get right into the Dev Talk number 13. Hey Rivals, with the launch of Season 2.0, we've been closely monitoring the game environment and feedback from the community. Lately, we've noticed two hot topics generating a lot of discussion: the impact of balance adjustments and the performance rating of various classes in ranked play. As such, we want to take a moment to clarify and communicate about these 2 points. In previous seasons, the focus was on key abilities and energy management for ultimate abilities, resulting in a more stable combat pace. However, Season 2.0 shifts the spotlight in coordinated attacks and focused targets, along with the necessary collective protected strategies and counterattacks, which have led to a more intense combat rhythm. In the fierce environment, strategists face increased pressure, needing to monitor teammates' health closely while carefully using their key abilities and being mindful of their positioning on the map. Meanwhile, Vanguards and Duelists may not only attack effectively, but also provide better protection for their strategists to achieve victory. In the upcoming patch, we will enhance the damage capabilities of certain strategists to elevate their threat levels, which in turn will increase team composition possibilities. Additionally, we will make minor adjustments to a few heroes. For example, Groot and Captain America will see slight reductions in survivability. Spider-Man's amazing combo damage range will be slightly decreased. Doctor Strange will require less energy for his ultimate. Winter Soldier's tainted voltage and team-up ability will be slightly buffed. Since this is a mid-season balance adjustment, we aim to be cautious, keeping changes minimal to enhance the experience of certain heroes without drastically altering the overall meta. As we move into Season 2.5, with Ultron's arrival and new team-up ability adjustments, we'll consider broader, more comprehensive balance changes. In each match, hero performance rating is calculated based on the average key combat data for the hero at the player's current rank. The more a hero's key combat data exceeds the baseline of their rank during the match, the better their performance rating, and vice versa for poor performance. Of course, these stats are adjusted based on the hero usage time to ensure they aren't skewed by playtime. If a player uses multiple heroes in a match, a performance rating will be weighted according to their usage time. We've noticed that compared to previous seasons, a small number of duelists have a slight advantage in performance ratings in Season 2.0. While some Vanguards and strategists face a slight disadvantage, however, most heroes remain balanced. In the upcoming patch, we will optimize the performance rating calculations based on the latest data to ensure fairness across all heroes. Balancing the game and rank adjustments is a challenging endeavor, and we can't guarantee perfection 100% of the time. However, we remain humble and attentive, striving to address issues promptly and enhance your experience. Stay tuned for official patch announcements for more updates. Thank you for your support and patience. So all in all, like I said, they are listening, and that is like the greatest thing to hear with these devs. Yes, sometimes they can make mistakes. Sometimes it doesn't go as greatly or well planned as you thought it would be, and I'm sure they think the same thing as well. But it's just great that they can really address it and say, hey, this is what we're going to fix. This is what we're going to change. So look forward to that. In short, we could be seeing a lot of strategist buffs in the future along with their damage output, which is going to be pretty interesting to see. And along with that, it seems they're going to be tweaking those rank placements, the rank individual performance. I'll be honest though, I do imagine the ranked performance adjustments are going to be an ongoing thing. I don't think it's going to be fixed in season 2.5. I don't think it's going to be fixed in season 3. I don't expect it to be done anytime soon, or at least perfected to a point where a lot of people are on the same consensus that it's good. Right now, it's just okay, right? But aside from that, like I said, it is really good to hear that they do notice what people are talking about and what people are upset about in this season so far. Now, I will say with the strategist buffs in the future, this may be very interesting to see. I think we are getting to a point where it may be obsolete to be playing a duelist in the future. I think we could definitely be seeing metas that are just tanks and just support, or strategists and vanguards, however you want to call it. I've kind of said it before, I really just feel like vanguards are the best of the world when it comes to just damage output, staying in the fight, adding the pressure, being able to peel back to the enemies or your teammates. And with the addition of some of these strategists getting damage buffs in the future, and if Ultron with his toolkit, with what has been leaked so far, he could definitely be a menace. I mean, you have people like Mantis who gives the damage buff. You have people like Jeff the Landshark and Adam Warlock who have some crazy damage output if played correctly. I do understand them wanting to buff the damage of the strategist. I guess we'll have to see who exactly is getting those buffs and who are going to be getting nerfs. But mark my words, I do think we're getting into the future of duelists being obsolete. But who am I to say? This is just my guesses. This is just what I think. Let me know what you think down below. Leave a comment, subscribe, like the video. It all helps out. I appreciate you guys watching this video. No matter what happens in the future, I'm just enjoying the ride, for the better or worse. I just like talking about this game with you guys and other games, but I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys in future ones. Bye-bye.